Hi, this is a reflection on, sorry, this guy's in, the other cat's now in the way. He's never in the way though. Lesson 123 of A Course in Miracles. It says, I think my no, he likes to play with the crystals and rocks on my desk. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. I still have this like resistance energy to my Father and his, like the pronouns part of this, because it was just written in a time where, I don't know, to me that says this book is still written with the religious slant to it, the doctrine, all the stuff that I don't like about religion. Is why can't we just say God, as in the creator of all that is, and not personify it with our words? I'm just over it. So I love just saying God or consciousness or the universe or whatever, because we don't know. No one knows what God is. It's just the creation energy. Oh man, I have an attitude, don't I? So that title immediately threw me off. But whatever, getting past the title, this book was written in the 60s and 70s. That's, we weren't here yet. So what I will focus on is the message, which is the gifts that we're supposed to be thankful for today, yesterday, it's just gratitude, being grateful for everything, just everything. It says, today let us be thankful. We have come to gentler pathways and to smoother roads. There is no thought of turning back and no how do you say that? I only ever read it. Resistance to the truth. A bit of wavering remains, some small objections and a little hesitance, but you can well be grateful for your gains, which are far greater than you realize. So it just says this day is devoted to gratitude. And so I am grateful that I even have the ability to ignore this title and just focus on the message, because the message is what's important anyway. So I thank the Creator for God's gifts to me, so I can use my own words. Because honestly, why else would we be here if not to enjoy creation and to sometimes just get out of the doing and just receive and be grateful for what we've received. And it's like today is Sunday, so I appreciate I did a lot of doing today. We only had a little bit of time this week, and I had to make the most of today by weeding and chopping and doing all this stuff outside and then inside, because it's going to be one heck of a busy week this week. So what I was doing while I was mowing the lawn is just being grateful that I even have a lawn to mow. And grateful for all the sticks I get to pick up, because it means I still have trees and they haven't fallen on my house yet. They're really old. We're really kind of nervous. And, just being grateful for all those little things, even though I was doing like chores, that, I was grateful for being outside. And I got to wear a sweatshirt because it was still chilly. And I don't know, it just, even though I was just focused on like, okay, I've had a lot of prep work to do at the computer this weekend for a big week ahead. I was even grateful for that. Like, oh my God, thank you for these opportunities to do things. I have couple chair massage events, and then the other days of the week are already full. And I'm just so grateful for this fullness, because in the past I was thinking about, wow, a busy week ahead doing things that I wasn't excited about would have made me have the Sunday depressions. You know that feeling, right? The end of, like, on Sunday, you're like, I don't want to think about the future. I just want to be here now. And sometimes, anyway, I think we've all felt that from time to time, those Sunday feelings. And this Sunday, I was like, as busy as I am in preparation mode and doing things that need to be done on a checklist and all of that, not all fun stuff. I was trying to be in the moment and being grateful as I went. I think I was mostly successful. And it just made it so like, oh, wow, today's already felt really full and long and like spacious. So I can do everything and still, like, I think being present and grateful is what made it feel spacious. I mean, there's no surprise there when I'm able to do that. That's what happens. So it's like I touched into, oh, and then I got to, I was going to say I touched into that eternity, that eternal now, sometimes people call it. And then I'm like, you know what? I just used a lot of energy out there in the yard. I was like using my hedge trimmers, like hacking away at the stuff that'd been growing this spring with all the water. And it was like a lot. So I'm like, man, I used a lot of energy. So then I went and laid in bed and with that, and I let my cat in on the bed. Shh, don't tell my husband. And he got to doze, and I didn't even sleep. I just rested my eyes while listening to, I was listening to Neville Goddard. I'm obsessed with listening to him on his, he does law of attraction stuff, but not like the woo-woo way. He's like, I don't know, you just have to listen to him. I love the videos I find where he's just speaking, or it's some AI tool maybe putting a voice to his lectures or something. I don't know. I don't care because I just love it. And I'm laying there just like taking it all in and being grateful for that. So anyway, I guess despite the title of this lesson, I still practiced a lot of gratitude. And yeah, back to the God thing, I still, the last, like, maybe this is supposed to be a different video that's not A Course in Miracles, but I've been really like, I feel like I'm triangulating something, and it has to do with what I feel like God is and what I feel like these spiritual elements are, that, like, what even is spiritual? What does that mean? What is consciousness? What are these, beyond the sixth senses? Because I tap into that all the time, and it's like, but what is it? I don't want it to feel woo-woo. It's very tangible, yet elusive. And so I've been really, like, I don't know, feeling like something it's like alchemizing all of that into, like, what does that mean to me? What does all of that feel like to me? How do I talk about it to myself even, or other people? And anyway, there's just been a lot of that on my mind for a while now, but especially the last couple of weeks. And I feel like there's truth in everything. So when there's truth in everything, like, just I want to pick out the nuggets or the way to frame something that's like, oh, that's what resonates with me, so it's been a fine-tuning effect, like, this year with that, because I've had some pretty big revelations and healings and spiritual awakening moments and all kinds of things that are just all like, so I'm in that integration period, constantly over and over and over again. That's what it is. It's like, how do I integrate all of these revelations into just daily life? And how does that influence me? I mean, and non-duality, that's a big one too. Like, oh my God, like, it's all, I don't know. I feel like it's all one thing. It's all one thing. And so I think that's what my being is doing, is trying to alchemize it all back into one thing. Whereas a lot of people out there have very specific delineations between all of these things. But I'm like, I think that's all this one thing. And I don't know how to talk about it like that. So that's where I'm at. And I think it has to do with this whole gratitude piece, is just like to sit back and stop the churning of the mind and just be grateful for everything, even if I don't want to even understand it with my brain mind. I just want to feel it and feel grateful for it and not make meaning all the time. I feel like I'm just tired of making meaning, and I love making meaning. I love meaning. I was like, oh, what's it mean? And now I'm in this like phase of like, I don't want to make meaning. I just want to look at things and experience them raw. And that's what I did while I was laying down today. Maybe that's why I mentioned it. Is just like, oh, and then I started to see energy. And I was just like, whoa, because it's happened before. But this, it was like constant. And then I was just like, how deep into this can I go? And I felt like I approached a fear barrier, and something in me was just like, and then it went away. And then after a while, it came back when I got back more into that non-fear space. So I'm playing with that too. And that's a lot of that non-duality stuff, and consciousness, and spirituality, and gifts beyond the six senses. And it's all one thing. Man, this went long. I told you this should have been a different video, I think. Oh, well, that's what you get. All right, Agador. Hey, what's going on? He's a sweetie. Okay, I hope you have a great week. Bye.